Welcome to the Circle of M. I'm your host, Marcus Smith II.
I am so cold.
Man, so we are here at the NFL Getaway. I wanted to make sure that we shot an episode while we were here. This is something that we don't get to do each and every year, but this is something that I was able to do this year. Got to feel the energy and the vibe, man. You want to talk a little bit about your experience being here? Obviously, we have to talk.
Yeah, so
in an hour, but
where we are in Boca Raton in Florida, it's a beautiful area, beautiful resort, a lot of history here. First and foremost, a great hospitality, and for the NFL former players, for the PAF to bring us down here to share our stories with our brothers, with our peers. It's a humbling experience, right? And we have that opportunity to continue the work that we've been doing and on this platform.
Yeah, for me, that was the thing. When I came down, it was an opportunity for us to continue to work on what we are already doing anyway. Obviously, we continue to talk about mental health. Mm-hmm. You talk about mental health, you talk about mindness, you talk about breath work. Mm-hmm. How was it in your first yoga session? Because I seen it was actually a lot of former players in there. So how was that experience being able to
I got an
get them to tap in?
opportunity to co-host a session with my brother Doug Middleton, and he facilitated the functional movement part of the session, and I incorporated some breath work, some things that, because breath is a part of the movement, right? Breath is medicine. I obviously am a big advocate of breath work. And so he and I hadn't worked together in that capacity before, but we support each other, from a distance. But the opportunity to come together, share his practice, share my practice with our peers, man, that's really what it's all about. And so I was truly honored and humbled to be able to do that.
That piece about unity, because I continue to see that all the time. It's really about unity, being able to step in with our brothers and kind of be able to do some of the similar things that we already are doing, bring it together and push it out to the former players, push it out to people so they can get the full experience. My first day full experience was...
Yeah, what are some of your takeaways?
Yeah.
Your birthday, because this is your first year. It's year 2 for me.
Yeah, I think yesterday, one of my big takeaways from yesterday was I actually got some time to sit down with Rob, and he was just telling me about, man, you got to bring your kids next year. You this is what
family,
bro.
Everywhere you look, everybody got their kids.
I'm thinking about my kids.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about my kids the whole time, but we're coming back down. We're going to Orlando,
of course.
Those things happen. But I got the opportunity to sit with him with 2 OGs, and our conversation. We just talked for a good hour and a half, and sometimes I feel like, you need that from your older guys, just being able to talk about real estate or talk about some of the things that you want to do in your life. So I think that was one of the first big takeaways for me, because I hadn't been here long. Yeah. Right? And sometimes when you don't know everybody, you kind of have a little anxiety coming in. Naturally. But I think he made it easy for me to kind of open up and start talking to other people, because he was introducing me
because
to
of your
people.
Previous relationship with him.
Right.
Y'all been working together, Baton Rouge.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So
you feel like you settled in?
Man, yes. Definitely feel like I settled in. Obviously today was a little bit of...
We'll get into that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what we actually doing today. Why are we here?
We are here, right? We also have another brother, Kyle Prater, who will be on our panel, Do You Mind, later today, right? Players only, private conversation, right? Very vulnerable opportunity for us to share our stories and to hold space for the other former players and connect with them on a level of mental health, connect with them on that emotional state, right? The things that we've all had to endure, right? The transitions that we all had to experience at different stages, right? We have, like you said, we have some OGs here, guys that played before we was even born, right? And we're that next generation coming to still bridge that gap. We're that new age generation, you know, of guys who are recently retired versus the guys who have been out 15, 20 plus.
Yeah.
Right, and so we're going to talk about, we're going to ask some vulnerable questions. We're going to get beneath the surface, and we're going to get into the depths of what's really going on in your mind.
Man, you know what's so crazy? I think about what you had said yesterday when we got the opportunity to meet all of us. Mm-hmm. And what I got out of it was we got to set the tone.
Easy.
We
out the gate.
Set
just
the
like in
tone.
the game.
Yeah,
just like in the game. Right?
What you say? The triangle offense.
The triangle offense. I know this is obviously a football conference, right? But we taking the basketball approach, right? The three of us, myself, Marcus, and KP, we really gonna run this triangle offense, how we about to play off each other. We definitely about to pass, pop, pick and roll, and shot. Like it's gonna flow effortlessly, right? Yep. And I'm excited for that flow. That energy is gonna be contagious in that room, right? You and I have a lot of chemistry together in how we work and do panels and podcasts. KP and I, we actually were teammates in New Orleans, so that chemistry is naturally going to be there. You and KP, I believe y'all did an episode.
Yep,
prior.
We did an episode last year.
Y'all did an episode last year.
We got
so
some chemistry
that
too.
That chemistry is already there, but the first time all three of us are going to be on the stage, man, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited too, because I think it's going to change some people's lives, so that's what we're here for. We're here to help people heal. And it's crazy, because I was talking to one of the former players, I'm not going to say his name, but I was talking to him before this, and he was talking about some of the issues that he was dealing with, right? And it's so crazy how, even though he's older, how we can, as young people, can relate to them. And I think that's what's going to pull them in, because they may think that, oh, they ain't dealing with that because they're young. They got some time.
Right. They ain't go through what we went through.
Right.
Now that's not all the way true, right? We didn't experience, you know, the CBA was different, right? You know, the training camps was different for sure, right? But we still were in those locker rooms. We still was in between those white lines on Sundays.
All they want is a locker room vibe.
That's it. And that's what we about to provide. That's what we have to do. That's our duty, to be able to provide them with that, create the space, the vulnerability, and see that this is something that I can actually speak to. The questions, I know it's going to probably be a lot of questions, and I can't wait. A lot of interaction too. That's what we're not just in this presentation. The goal isn't just to talk at them.
Right.
We want to make this interactive, this dynamic back and forth exchange of energy, right? We'll get them involved in this triangle offense.
So how do you think we can actually, when we talk about identity, what's the best way that we could bring that into an effect when it comes to identity? Because we all deal with the identity.
We talked about this yesterday in our Soul Storm session. I
like that.
Being your authentic self.
I like
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We leveling up from brainstorming. We showing up as our authentic selves, right? And we talked about setting the tone, right? And setting the tone, especially as an offensive player, I'm thinking about when you get your script for the game week and coaches give you that first 10 or that first 15 plays that we're gonna set the tone with for this week against this opponent. You know, all right, we got these first 10 plays that we coming out the gate with. You know, ball on the right hash at the 25-yard line, we lining up trips left, and we run play action pass, right, and we gonna isolate this outside linebacker and put him in space. And I'm just saying, you feel me? And we gonna set the tone right there. We're gonna isolate them, and we're gonna figure out what, take what the defense give us and move down the field. That's what we about to do. We about to set the tone. We got our first 10. We got our script, right? And we rehearsed it. We did our walkthrough, right? We did our routes on air. we feel good about
Just let y'all know I'm on offense.
Yeah. No. It's former QB right here.
Yeah.
Former QB
Just
right
a
here.
little bit.
Me and KP got the receivers, KP the X on the Z. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna make it. And we're gonna make it do what it do.
We're gonna make it happen. We are gonna make it happen today. Today is a great day.
Mm-hmm.
It is a beautiful day. Now, what is your objective? What do you, as Soul Cole, I know we talk about everybody else, what we're gonna be doing for them.
For sure.
But as Soul Cole, what do you want to get out of today?
My main objective, just like any other day, is to be a vessel, to be a servant, to be a light, to be a conduit, and to be a channel, right? To let the voice of God flow through me, to remove my ego and to let Spirit have its way on this day. Ashe.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna kick it back to you.
Yeah, man.
What's your objective?
My objective is to serve. My objective is to be where my feet are. My objective is to be present in the moment. Who did I learn that from?
Yeah, we teaching each other.
Yeah, bro. Like, I want to be present. I don't want to think too far ahead because obviously we got stuff going on even after this.
Yeah.
I don't want to think too far ahead. I don't want to think about the past. I just want to be in the moment because I struggle with that in past in the time that I have done different things, right? Is certain things that I was thinking about, or I just didn't live in that present moment at the time. And sometimes I wish I can go back, right, and just be there, right? But now that's what I'm working on. I just want to be in the present and actually, I don't know if you want to say reminisce, but just actually be there, be present, and
you said it.
Feel.
You said be where your feet are.
Right. That's
it right there.
That's what I want to do, man.
And I think when you do that, and I'll do that, and KP shows up as himself, everybody in that audience, everybody in this locker room is gonna resonate with us. They're gonna resonate with us. I can already feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, closing out for the Sunday, I get the opportunity to leave them with a sound healing session Sunday morning.
What time?
8 a.m.
Oh man, I may be at the airport.
That's all
I
good
am
though.
sick.
It's all good though. But I'm gonna close. It's one of the last things before everybody leave. Parting. Relaxation. For the recap for the whole weekend. And I'm excited to hold space for a lot of people. It's gonna be their first opportunity to experience an in-person sound healing meditation, especially led by me.
Yeah, bro, because a lot of them have never experienced that. I only experienced it one time.
Right.
And I kind of want to be able to experience that again.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, man, of like, what do you, just being in the mental health space where you are right now, and this is a question for me too, what have you learned most about yourself throughout the process?
I've learned that I'm continuing to evolve. I've learned that I am constantly being a student, right? Constantly showing up to these opportunities with a beginner's mindset and learning how to do that, learning how to let go of that attachment, that everything that I may have studied or everything that, I've invested, the courses, the classes, the workshops that I've done to help prepare me to be here. But when I show up, I'm still a beginner. I'm still a student, and I've learned to embrace that, I would say.
Yeah. Dang. That's what's up.
Yeah.
For me, being a beginner in every aspect, because I go back to starting in college, right? Even before that, you go to high school. You get to your college school, and it's like have to start over again, right? You have to prove yourself again, right? Show your worth. Same thing with the NFL, but I see this is no different. And when I come into a room my thing is, what I've learned is I have to be a sponge. I have to,
especially in these situations.
You have to take in all of that, and you have to leave your pride at the door.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah.
Because you may think, sometimes it's just like, I'm good, I'm in my bag, you know what I'm saying? But then there's that time that comes in, and it's like, okay, I can learn this, and I can actually pull this and add this into my repertoire.
Listen, when we had our session yesterday, I was learning so much from you and KP just because we was flowing off each other.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure when we get into this situation, y'all gonna say some more things from the spirit that I'm gonna be like, wow, like that's a bar. I'm gonna wanna write that down on the spot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we picking up off each other's energy. And so I'm excited, like you said, to be a sponge, to had that beginner's mindset. And man, special shout out to the PAF, NFLPA, former players for allowing us to come and share our gifts here in Boca Raton.
Man, appreciate that. Gotta let God use us so we can speak, so he can speak through us to his people. And that's what we're gonna do today, man. Circle of M, you watching it right here. We about to tap in.
So cold. Peace and love.
We out, man. Let's get it.